your process of running, I'm curious how New Jersey does it. Do you have to get signatures, or do you have a bond where you pay a bond to get on the ballot? How's that work?
I had to require signatures to get on the ballot.
Okay, so New Jersey does it basically as similar as New York?
Kind of similar. However, our signature's a bit different for New York.
Okay.
In New Jersey, you need about 200 signatures to get in the ballot for Congress.
200, that's it?
Yes.
200, wow. Where do I sign up? 200? We need like, what, 1,250? Something like that, or I don't know. It's like 2,000 or 1,250, I forget. Based on it's 5% of whatever, some algorithm. 200? That's like less than my assembly when I have to run a candidate.
Is it because population?
Well, no, because they do it a little more saner. I mean, the whole process, let me pop up on the camera so they don't think it's a ventriloquist act. The whole process, the way New York does it, it's like from the 19th century. So make sure you guys, whoever gets signatures, have your ink well. A feather pen, you know those beautiful little feathers? And hi, could you sign my petition? And parchment paper, right? A nice crinkly type. And get the parchment paper out, and you have the ink well here, when we just dip this in. Ooh, ink. Hey, look, there's a pigtail. It's like the girl in the, you ever heard about that when you like the girl? And like, this is more of a 19th century thing. You dip her hair in ink. So, well, listen, I made a deal a long time ago. That's when I was young. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that we're backwards. We're archaic. This is why it prevents good people, regular citizens from running in New York, basically, because they have such a high amount of signature threshold to get on this ballot. Other states do it differently. They have a bond or something. They put out a certain amount of money, nothing too high, reasonable amount, and that way they could get on the ballot. We do it so backwards. And like I said, knocking on someone's door, especially this time of the year for our assembly races and such, they do it in February, end of February, March. It's still dark out. So you're knocking on someone's door at 6 or 7, it's still dark out. It's not the summer months like we used to have it. So you're knocking at someone's door at nighttime. We have a lot of push-in robberies and all that. No one wants to open up the door. Now, especially have these Ring cameras on the doorbell cameras. Hello, hi. I'm running for office, and if you're a registered Republican or Democrat, whoever the heck you are, and could you sign my petition? Go away. This is CNN. Oh my God, James L. Jones is here. Luke, I'm your father. Okay, so look, at the end of the day, it's so backwards and it's so hard because I ran for office 3 times. I ran for Assembly in '98, State Senate in '08, and State Assembly in '16. I figure why not make it 2026 I'll run. The 250th anniversary of America, I'm running for Assembly. I figure every 10 years. Right now I'm just running for my life, and because look, it's so backwards. We need good candidates to run, and we need people to support them when they finally do get on the ballot, because that process is an archaic way, because you know, the Democrats have it easy. They can hang out on street corners, because most of the population is registered Democrat within that community, or independent, so they can knock out a couple. But most of them are all registered Democrat. So they can hang out like harlots on a corner, right? Hey, for a good time, sign my petition. Sign it, sign it, sign it, and they're done in 5 seconds. We know we have to go up and down those brownstone stairs and elevators and little weird... I had a door come out of a screen door once. Knocked on the door and this door went right through the screen. Glad there was no camera then. I would have been on YouTube all over the place for that one. But, and of course, that person moved. Ah, look at that one. That person moved, and you could tell the people coming out, they were real liberals, you know, the purple hair and such. Now, and they knew my name. Oh, you're Glenn Nocera. Because I run Facebook pages in the community. They don't like the evil Republican. But too bad, I run the page. Try getting me off. But, so they didn't like that. But the point is that the list is archaic. You can't get someone off the list in New York unless they're dead, basically. You would have to send a death certificate to get the name off. Sometimes they do a purge, in a sense where they send a mailing to the house for someone that hasn't voted in eons. And if the people living in the house, the new residents will say, did not send it back stating, don't live here, return to sender, then they'll might take the name off. But if that, they get the mail, this is garbage, and they throw it in the garbage, that person will stay on the list forever. I have someone on my block who died in Brazil in a car accident well over 15 years ago. He's still a registered Republican. Who's voting in his place, probably, you know? And that's the thing, the voter integrity of the list is compromised. When you have, well, let's do paper ballots. Let's create a new pandemic, you know, there's new X something happening, right? A new virus on the way, guys. And they found that underground lab in California. Underground Chinese lab, I think, from the Chinese guy that was, I forget what his name was, but they caught him doing Ebola. Ebola's in it. A certain strain of COVID where it killed 100% of the lab mice. What is going on here? You can't have a wide open border. Who the hell is coming through our borders to kill us? Okay? Who, men of military age. Men of military age are coming through our borders. Are they the advanced units coming in already? Just to set themselves in place? As our Manchurian candidate, Joe Biden, allows them to waltz right the hell through? Let's cut that barbed wire. Let's cut that barbed wire. Because it's actually, no, we need our border agents to do their job, is their lame excuse. No, they have to do their job. What? So they could let them in? We need more money. More money from Congress. Blah, 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 blah. Joe Biden. More money for more desk, more paper, more pens, so they can process more of the illegal aliens through. That's what the money's going for, and not for border walls or anything like that. So don't get it twisted, people. The more money that Joe Biden's sniveling and saying on the sidelines, or need more money from Congress, that is for more paper and more desk, so they can process more of the illegal aliens through.
We need more money for food.
We need more money for food, amen. It's shrinkflation that we have. I don't know if it's true. Maybe I just heard it from someone from my job saying it. I don't know if it's true. Maybe you guys heard it. Is Dollar Tree raising it to $1.75? Is that true? I don't know if that's true.
They're probably raising it into $5 tree.
Well, because at the end of the day, it went to $1.25 tree.
Right.
And it was a Dollar Tree. Joe Biden became, right, congestion pricing. Do you really think for a moment with congestion pricing that it ends in Manhattan? It begins in Manhattan. They already have studies now on the FDR highway. They're already starting to put, let's find out if more money we could steal. You never let the vampire in. If you ever want, anyone ever seen that weird movie from Stephen King, Salem's Lot? I don't know if everyone sees that movie. This, what do we call it? The vampire or whatever. The kid that died, whatever. He's scratching at the window. Let me in, to the little kid that was his friend. Scratch at the window. Let me in, let me in. Remember me? I'm Tommy. Hey Tommy, you're dead. I was at your funeral. Let me in. You never invite the vampire in. Don't invite the Democrats in. Because once you invite them in, basically when you invite them to have congestion pricing, you already opened that Pandora's box. Yeah. Now they're going to go all over the place. Ocean Parkway, why not? Let's throw cameras. We have cameras all everywhere there anyway. You can't congestion price. Rub, Vicks, Vaporated Rub. That will stop the congestion. No. These people are insane. They want to destroy our country. Freedom of movement. In California, they're doing this other idiot, whatever, assemblyman or whatever, where you can't go above 10 miles per hour. Where they're trying to put it on the cars, where the cars can't move. What a brilliant idea. Against speeding. What about someone's chasing you? What about your son and daughter or whoever family member is sick and you gotta rush him to the emergency room.
If there's an ambulance.
Whatever. Let's say the end of the world is happening. You want to get the hell out of here and your car won't go more than 10 miles per hour. Screw you, you dumb Democrats. You want to destroy freedom of movement. These are the more curmudgeon people. They always say, oh, conservatives are curmudgeons. Get off my lawn. They are the worst. They're not even funny. They're not even humorous. These people are not funny at all. They think they're funny. They're not. They're quite sad. And at the end of the day, we, the people, need to wake the hell up and tell them, you're out of here. And to quote Donald Trump, you're fired. You gotta get rid of these lowlifes because they're trying to turn us into a horrible country. We gotta wake up and defend against that crap. And it starts at the ballot boxes, okay? We gotta make sure our elections are safe, of course, but we got to get out there and vote and sign up as election poll watchers and such like that and make sure the integrity of the vote is pure. Yes, sir.
I just want to say one thing while we got some Republicans together. It's got to be said, I haven't seen it anywhere, but our big ballot that we're going to be voting on in November, nationally, you turn over the ballot, you have all of the suggestions, what do you call them?
Ballot proposals?
Proposals. Now, we need a whole series of proposals about election integrity. We should have number 1, same-day voting. Number 2, paper ballots only. Number 3, get rid of the machines. Number 4, no mail-in ballots. Have a whole series of election integrity.
Well, that'd be more on the state level. I don't know if they do it.
It should be on the national
Well, it should be, but I don't think that works that way. It's based on
And
the
I haven't
state.
heard anybody really pushing for this, but we got to start early if we're going to get it done.
Well, that's true. But yeah, you were going to say something.
Yeah, because they are, even I heard this from Trump, that is one of the plans to make Election Day a holiday.
Right.
It used to be.
So people can be able, even people who works, can actually go out and vote.
Early voting invites in cheating.
Yes, it invites the vampires in.
Yeah, and unfortunately back home, we have
That's
people to
not
go
going
and mail in
away.
ballot.
No, that probably won't go
No,
away.
wait, that's an important
Stop it.
point though. The early voting, whether we like it or not, is going away, and we need to use that to our advantage.
Absolutely.
So we should not discourage people from early voting, because what happens is the Democrats already kind of are well in advance on election day because of the early voting, and Republicans can't catch up.
We got to do ballot harvesting, we got to do.
No,
voting, we have to do everything that they're doing.
As long as it brings in a great
Well,
crop.
I don't think you should cheat that way, but I think her early
As long as it's
voting is
legal.
here to stay. Let's early vote, there's nothing wrong with that.
I would have to agree with Larry on this one. They put this out there, so the best way is take advantage of that.
Right.
If you win over more seats, you can they can make the change right there.
Right?
Learn to adjust, okay? Because
Exactly.
in life, nothing's the same. Otherwise, we'd all be driving on horse and buggy. I invested heavily in that horse and buggy whip. Oh boy, did I lose it in the 29
Maybe
crash.
the horse and buggy
Yes.
is not such a bad idea when it comes back.
Well, I looked at those film clips. There's a lot of crap on the floor. Okay, it was not such a great good old days.
It does carry a lot of horsepower.
Election
Yes.
machine.
Well, yeah, I like the old election machines. I
The
remember you go in there, the
levers,
lever, and that
Right,
clickety,
yes.
clickety, clock, and then sometimes they would jam, but they're
What we
Yeah.
need is
basic.
paper ballots and have precincts that only handle tops 5,000 to 7,000 ballots, and that's it.
Right.
This way they can all be counted and all be phoned in by 10 o'clock at night, and by 11 o'clock you know the results of the
Well, it's kind of like the, was it the Iowa thing? I think when they were doing the quick counting, they did that quite quick. You know, I think Iowa and New Hampshire, they
You
did
get
it
a,
pretty
you get a
good.
precinct with
Yeah,
10,000, 20,000
Yeah.
registered voters, you're gonna be there till 3 o'clock in the
Well, the
morning.
thing is that the whole system is just, it's archaic. It needs reform.
Yes.
You need election reform.
Put that on the.
Absolutely. Well, the Democrats like it this way, and they control everything, and since they control
they're
everything,
behind
we
it.
would not want to hurt their
And
feelings.
they're gonna keep it off the ballot.
Of course they are. We don't want to hurt the Democrats' feelings.
They'll
They would,
find a way to-
just think about the amount of cry rooms we would have to
They'll find a way to
build.
put
More
it-
cry rooms for them to hug themselves, and maybe, oh, look, and alive, look, I'm feeling the pain, look, you feel?
I have to say, if they want more cry
Idiots.
room, if they want more cry rooms, it only happened when a Republican wins.
Oh, yes. So let's make them cry again.
There you
huh?
go.
And
That's a
on
good
November.
slogan, I like
Let's
that.
make them cry again.
Yes.
All the great election laws are on each and every, just about every state has got them on the state legislature and the state constitution. And they're disobeying it. They're ignoring each state constitution,
They don't believe in
state
the,
by state.
they don't really believe in the Constitution, and that is why they're doing what they're doing to Donald Trump. number
Every
one.
state constitution resembles this almost to the letter.
Yes, and the thing is this, what we're seeing, look, like him or not, I love him, like I keep saying. Screw that, everyone's like, ooh, you hate him. I love him, I'm on record, go ahead, get me. These, well, even if you don't like them, that's fine, everyone has a right to whatever. But the point is, can't you see what the hell they're doing? And can't you see that's wrong? All of a sudden, witch hunt. Here's Donald Trump again, making those lies. It's not lies, it's clearly what the hell is happening. And the thing is, people gotta wake the hell up. Because if they could do it to a former president of the United States, they could do it to you and I. Remember our wonderful Governor Hochul. I love her, don't you? Especially on Halloween. She's great. I mean, kids like her. She flies around and throws candy, which is not bad. But anyway, when she does that, remember the camps are coming.
That's right.
Okay, those camps are coming. Didn't they vote for that?
Quarantine and.
Quarantine, oh, go get you. Oh, those were nut jobs
I think
that were
the
just
courts,
saying that.
oh,
Oh, yeah, but they're trying it. They won't stop. They're like the night of the living
The
dead.
court shut it down.
No, it's back again.
They're
Appealing, you're appealing it.
Okay, but the point is, oh, those crazies. Oh, shit, it's real? Yes, it's real. Wake up. Think of it. But it's for public safety and health.
Say what?
You believe that? I have a bridge to sell you. It's the Brooklyn Bridge. I need to pay my mortgage, so please buy it for me. But yes,
Do you think that part of the agenda of congestion pricing is all the traffic cameras that are there to control our movement? So if they don't want to let you in or they don't want to let you out,
Well,
that's it.
well-
And then you get, siphoned off to the quarantine and the isolation areas.
well, I guess this day and age, you can't commit mass, you can't be a serial killer. They'll get you, right? The moral of the story is they'll know exactly where you are at any moment. But if they could do that which sounds great for the killers, which sounds great, they could do that in the future for anything else. You're an undesirable. Don't think our country can't become, it's already become, it started. Don't think our country can't become like a communistic dictatorship. Don't think for a moment that can't happen. Because what happened today, what happened today with the 3 soldiers that were killed, this could be the beginnings of World War III. Don't think this can't happen. World War I happened when Archduke Ferdinand and his wife got assassinated in an open-air little limousine, and poof, we have World War I. Poof, we have World War II. Poof, we have World War III, God forbid. So I don't want to live in rubble, do you? No. I like Bonnie Rubble from the Flintstones, but not rubble where we have to crawl out of to get our food and crawl back into the hole. That doesn't sound fun. But I heard today that we're such down in military preparedness because our youth are not up to snuff. They're either overweight or they have other medical issues. And now we only could delve from 25% of the population of the potential pool. 70% of it or so is like totally useless, especially what they're trying to do. Don't think the woke agenda is not a design thing to make sure because even if you have people that were military families, They don't want to send their kids to the military no more because of the wokeness that's going on within the military. So here you had a potential, my great-grandfather was, or blah, 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 in the Revolutionary War, but the father of the last, you know, the kid, I'm not sending, I was a soldier, I'm not sending my kid to this. So now they're destroying that whole class.